Greetings and welcome to Pickled Watermelon Rinds, a guilty pleasure podcast featuring Antie Joan and Ontie, providing our zesty and marginally mature take on current events, pop culture, and trends. Now we invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy. Well, hello, Auntie Joan. How are you this fine day?
Hi, Auntie. Boy, it's a hot one down here. It's 73 degrees and sunny, according to my computer.
My goodness.
I got the window open.
Wow.
The leaves are all on my grass. I got to get the guys to come and suck those puppies up.
Yep. And they already shut off your sprinklers, right?
Yeah.
Nice. I mean, we've had some interesting atmospheric activity.
Yes.
My goodness, we've had Aurora Borealis visible to the naked eye up here in the hills. At least Monday night. Oh, sorry. What day is it? Tuesday night. This past Tuesday night. We were supposed to see it last night, but there was quite a bit of clouds. Although people ended up posting some pictures, not great ones. The better night was definitely Tuesday for picture taking. Yeah, it was quite spectacular. Then a beautiful sunrise yesterday morning. It was just incredible. And this morning was kind of wah in comparison, but
So you could see the Aurora Borealis with your naked eyes?
yes, not crisp. That's for sure, but I could see the red haze in the sky.
Yeah.
And my picture for up here at the time I was taking pictures, it was mostly red with a little bit of green towards the base as the night went on. People got some of the bright pinks and a little bit of the purples too. I just didn't go out again. I tried a couple of different times. I'm just like, meh, I'm good.
Yeah, there are some beautiful pictures out there.
Oh yeah, it was amazing. Just amazing. And I'm telling you, man, I don't know when these started happening, but I asked on Facebook, I think we talked about this last time, that we had the big event and I took pictures and all that wonderful stuff. And the guy who knows or always tells us when the Aurora Borealis is going to be visible basically said, no, this has always been going on. And I'm like, has it?
This often.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't remember over the past year, maybe two tops. It's been all the rage. You know, we get these events every now and again. Most of the time we can't see it, but once in a blue moon we actually can. I don't remember there being any hubbub about the Aurora Borealis before 2 years ago. Out here, you know.
Well, I think maybe with social media and everybody having their cameras and, I don't know.
And it is true that you can capture the Aurora Borealis without being able to see it with your naked eye. So maybe it was always happening and nobody knew it because nobody knew to, just, I'm going to point my camera at a pitch black sky and see what happens. And magically there's the Aurora Borealis. So yeah, I guess it could have been, but I don't know. I got to believe people would have been talking about it. I don't know if I buy it.
Now I've mentioned this to Auntie Mary and she says, no, it didn't happen. Or she didn't remember it happening. But several years ago, shortly after she moved out here, we drove back to Wisconsin for Christmas. And coming back, I like to go through South Dakota rather than down through Nebraska, I-80, because that's too much. Oh, I-80 is so much traffic. But if I go through I-90, then it's not so bad. But anyway, I think we were coming home, and I swear I could look to the north and see the Aurora Borealis. And she doesn't remember that happening, but I'm pretty sure it did.
Okay.
At least in my mind, that's my memory.
Well, it's a pleasant memory, so you keep that one.
It
That's
is.
a good one.
I will.
Oh, also be getting into the spirit, getting ready for the trip to Alsace Christmas markets. Thankfully, I looked. I know when I looked back when Auntie Bethy and I first planned the trip or planned on going on the trip that we could take the train from Frankfurt down to Strasbourg. And I'm pretty sure at the time I saw that there was, a nonstop. And I was like, oh, it's going to be easy peasy for us to do this. And there are still nonstops. Let's be very clear. Unfortunately, they do not align with our flight schedule.
Oh.
So there's like a 6:58 a.m. nonstop from the airport all the way down to Strasbourg, Frankfurt Airport all the way down to Strasbourg. But the next one isn't until like 1:58, and Auntie Bethy lands, I think, at like 8:40 in the morning, and I land at 9:20 in the morning. So there's no way we're going to hang out until 1:50 in the afternoon at Frankfurt Airport, just waiting for the nonstop train. So we have to do a little train changing, and we're going to take an Uber from Frankfurt Airport to the main Frankfurt train station, and then take a nonstop from Frankfurt down to a town called Offenburg. And I don't know if I'm saying that right, Offenburg. And then thankfully, once we get to Offenburg, there is a train to Strasbourg every 30 minutes. Miss one, you only have to wait 30 minutes for the next one. So if all goes correctly, we should be able to be in Strasbourg for like 1:30 in the afternoon. Because that train from the main train station is at 10:50, which gives me an hour to get through passport control. And if I'm checking a bag, which I'm not 100% sure I'm doing yet, I keep going back and forth to get my stuff. And it's only a 15-minute Uber ride or taxi ride from Frankfurt Airport to the main train station. So a 10:50 train should theoretically be totally doable because we'll get our tickets while we're at the airport. And then, you know what I mean? So all we have to do when we get to the main train station is find the train, which everything's labeled very well in Europe. It'll be pretty straightforward. I'm not super worried about it. But yeah, I don't think Auntie Bethy's too thrilled with me right now.
Don't you love a good train system, though?
I do, very, very much. So hopefully things go smoothly and without issue and all that. And on the way back, because we're flexible, because we're going back to Frankfurt 2 days before we fly and staying. And we're going to go do some Frankfurt Christmas markets and go to Mainz to a Christmas market there and all that. So we're going back 2 days before, and we're on no schedule that day. So there are multiple opportunities for us to take the nonstop train back up. It's just coming down. That's a little.
So is your main Christmas market going to be in Strasbourg?
That's where we're making home base. That's where our hotel is. So we'll spoke out from there. But so that's another thing I did. I watched more videos or rewatched videos and sent my recommendation on how we should do the markets from Strasbourg and Auntie Beth. And everything, we don't do anything in advance about the Christmas markets other than kind of have a semi-game plan and then adjust according to weather and how we feel and all that crap. Right now, what I recommended is the day we get into Strasbourg, that's just if we feel like taking a walk down the market, great. I don't think we will to a market because they have multiples in Strasbourg. I'm like, let's just plan on it being a relaxing afternoon. We'll go grab lunch. We'll check in. We'll go grab lunch somewhere. We'll just decompress, chit chat because we hadn't seen each other in a while, and all that. So let's just, like I said, if we get excited and we want to take a walk, we can do that. Then the next day would be all about the Strasbourg markets, just all day long. Hit the ground running first thing in the morning. They don't open till I think the earliest is like 10 o'clock in the morning. So it's nice. We get to sleep in. Yeah. We get to sleep in, have breakfast at the hotel, go hit the markets, maybe do lunch somewhere if we feel like it. Usually we eat at the markets, to be honest with you, but who knows? Maybe we'll feel like going out to eat somewhere. But we'll hit as many as we feel like hitting that day, again, depending on weather and all that crap. Then the next day is Obernai. We'll take a train to Obernai, which is about a 30-minute train ride. And again, I don't know if I'm saying any of these things correctly, people, so feel free to butcher me. It's fine. I'm going to say them how I think they're supposed to be said, Obernai. And we need at least a half a day there. So we're going to, go there. And if we feel like hitting something else that same day, maybe. But right now, Obernai is the only thing on the schedule for Sunday. Or maybe we'll go back to Strasbourg if we, didn't hit something, or we want to go back and buy something that we were kind of on the fence about. Who knows? Then Monday, because Colmar gets super, super, super busy. It's small. Strasbourg markets are a little bit bigger. Colmar's is small, but it's very popular. So going on a weekend is like, no, thank you. That's way too many people. So if we go on a Monday, that would be better. So we're going to hit Colmar first, spend at least a half day in Colmar, and then go over to, again, I have no idea if I'm saying this right, Egensheim? Don't know, which is a quick bus ride. And should be pretty low key, and the bus shouldn't be too busy or, a lot of people on it because it's a Monday. So hopefully we go over there and look at all that stuff. Now, every single place in Alsace claims that their town was what Beauty and the Beast based their castles on, or, their scenery on and all that. We've seen so many different videos, and every single one says, well, Colmar is known for, being the inspiration for Beauty and the Beast. And Eichheim it says it, Obernai they all say it. So, I don't know what's true, what's not. I don't know. And then Tuesday, we go back up to Frankfurt. We'll hit a couple of Frankfurt markets, depending on what time we get up there, and just chill out, check into our hotel, all that wonderful stuff. And then the next day, we'll go to Mainz and then back to Frankfurt in case we missed anything or decide we want to buy something last minute, whatever. And then we fly back on Thursday.
Oh,
and that's
I'm
our
exhausted just hearing about all this.
But like I said, it's all it sounds intense, but we're so low key about it.
Yeah.
Who knows if we're going to do any of, we'll do some of these. I don't know if we're going to hit all of them. I know we really want to see Colmar, certainly Strasbourg, and Mainz. Those are the top 3. So we want to do those. Everything else we'll see how we go.
You have destinations planned, but not activities so much.
No activities. The activities in the market. We don't usually do much sightseeing when we go to these, unless there's something specific, like mostly that Auntie Bethy wants to see. I'm all about the markets. I just want to drink my Glühwein. I want to have my roasted chestnuts. I want to take in the decorations and see all that wonderful stuff. So if she's got something that she wants to see, and if it's semi of interest to me, I'll go with her. If it's not, she'll go and do it, and I'll stay at the market or just go find a cafe or whatever and hang out. Alsace is also a very well-known wine region. So I already warned her. I'm like, I will be consuming some serious wines when I'm there because I'm very excited about this.
You go, girl. You go, girl.
Very excited about this. So, yeah. So like I said, loosey-goosey. It sounds like I said, it sounds overwhelming and like there's so much to do every day. But you got to remember, everything's by train. And it's, 30-minute train ride away is everything that we're spoking out to. So it's really not that big of a deal. And like I said, we'll see. The weather could tell us you're staying in Strasbourg the whole time you are there. Who knows?
It sounds like pretty good opportunities there to have a good trip.
Yes.
I like the trains.
I do too. So yes, it's very connecting and very easy to get around and navigate. Our hotel is literally a 3-minute walk. In Strasbourg is a 3-minute walk to the train station.
Oh, so that's at your pace.
No, that's what Google Maps says.
Oh.
So I could probably actually walk a little bit faster. But Google Maps likes to say 3 minutes. So it's very close by. Let's put it that way. Our hotel in Frankfurt is we are going to Uber from the train station in Frankfurt to our hotel. It's apparently the hotel's right around apparently the area right around the train station is a little seedy. So we decided not to stay over there and kind of go a little bit away. Not far. I think it's like a 10-minute Uber ride, or you might even be able to take a subway or something. I don't even know yet. I haven't looked at that. That's once we get there, I'll figure that out. But yeah.
I just saw today the new earphones.
I need a new pair of headphones. Tell me about it.
Well, the little things you stick in your ear.
Earbuds.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
AirPods.
They have a translation thing that goes with it. It'll translate as somebody speaks to you, supposedly.
That's very interesting because we do use Google Translate when we absolutely need to, but that's more of an app, and you just kind of have the person talk into it, and then it types it out into English for us. And then we talk into it and it types it out into whatever language for them. But that's interesting that it just does it automatically. But you still need to communicate back.
Exactly. Yeah, so that's the thing. And you don't want to take it out of your ear and stick it in somebody else's.
No.
I know.
Ugh.
Yeah.
No.
If they have the same thing, then you're good. But
interesting. But the cool thing about that is you can listen in on people's conversations and see if they're talking about you in a different language. Ooh, yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting.
Yeah, sometimes you're better off,
Yeah, I need new AirPods because mine they just don't hold a charge. I get 2 hours out of them, and that's not even I can't travel anywhere for 2 hours in 2 hours.
They said these are 10 hours.
I know. That's why I need to get new ones. So I actually have a pair coming, but I have low expectations on it, so I may have to get another pair. We'll see. I figured I'd try them because they're relatively inexpensive. That's why I have low expectations. I'm just got really good reviews, But I'm just like, let's see when I get them, and I'll play around with them for a couple of days. And if I have to buy something else, I still have time. Oh, because Amazon's Black Friday apparently doesn't start on Black Friday anymore. It starts on the 20th. Do you believe this? A week early.
Oh, that's a week from today.
Yes, a week from today. Yes, is when Black Friday deals start. And I'm just like, so they're doing a Black Friday week. And I'm like, well, then don't call it Black Friday, because Black Friday is the day after fucking Thanksgiving, you morons.
Yeah.
Just call it a Thanksgiving week sale, but you can't call it a Black Friday week sale because it's just not correct. Oh, I like that. Auntie Joan's doing like a chicken head dance thing. I don't know what's happening there. It's kind of fun.
The things I do to humor myself. Well, last week, boy, I overdid it. I went to the Potter ceramicist's studio 2 days in a row. I think one day I was there like 3.5 hours, and the next day I was there another 3.5 hours, and I was just wiped out. I think I'm just about done for a while.
But you have another class you signed up for.
No.
Yes, with
No.
Sandy B. Super fan Sandy B.
Oh,
Sandy
that
B,
one, yeah.
Sandy
But
B.
that's at a different place, and it's an hour and a half, and it's just little stuff. So I don't think it should be quite as draining
Gotcha.
as the other one. So I'm just trying to get this. I don't know why I jump in like this. I do it with everything. See something I want. I mean, that's why I had so many fabrics that I ended up having to give away, because I just get. Oh yeah, I'll use that for, oh yeah, I want to make a quilt with, oh yeah, I want to do, and yeah, I don't. So I think I'm going to pretty much nip it. And then next spring or summer, when she has these classes to add to my garden totem, I'll do those. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but boy, oh boy. Yeah, it takes a lot out of you. And it's not physically demanding or anything. It's just, I don't know. Yeah. I think so much focus and trying to think of what I can do, and I think that's wears one out, at least this one. And then I'm going to have so many ornaments, I'm not going to have anybody to give them to. So, there's this little organization. Oh, it's a little Facebook group. And they go around and they just leave little doodads in places, like just to give away. And they put a little note saying, hope this makes your day, or something like that. So yeah, maybe that's what I'll do with them. Huh, who knows?
There you go.
Yeah.
Is this around the Boulder area, or is this somewhere else?
Oh, it's everywhere. It's a Facebook group, and yeah, people all over do it, I guess.
Very nice.
Yeah. So, but I still need to finish what I've started. Oh, and that was another thing, because some of these things I made were kind of delicate, and they would just like break.
Oh.
And then Anna would fix them. She'd do what you do to affix a piece of clay to another piece of clay. She would do that, and it'd break again. So, yeah. It's a bummer, but hopefully I can work around it. So, yeah.
So when do you go back to finish those up?
Oh, I told her maybe I'd go next week.
Not on Tuesday, because we're going to snooze.
You betcha. Looking forward to it.
Me too.
We had the chai there, didn't we? The half and half chai.
Sure.
No, but we did, I think.
I'm sure. I don't know.
It was really good. I remember that.
Everything at Snooze is really good. It's like they can't do anything wrong. It's kind of nice.
Maybe we'll swing by Uka and I can get something to bring home.
Maybe. Oh, what date? That's the 18th. Too early. I was going to say, should we go see Wicked, the end, but ain't going to be out yet. It doesn't come out till 21st, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, well.
So it's to do after you get back.
Yep. And then you saw something on the HBO Max channel.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how I feel about this. It's it. Welcome to Derry. And I really like Stephen King and I
Mm-hmm.
like his books. And
Mm-hmm.
any movie I've seen about his novels, his characters always draw me in.
Mm-hmm.
I get so involved with the characters and I really care about them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the same with this series. I care about the characters, but unfortunately, too many of them get done away with right away and
Oh.
done in such a fakey way. That's
Oh.
yeah, they just kind of just go way overboard with the special effects and the creatures and all that stuff. It's just a bit too much. Dick Halloran is one of the characters,
Mm-hmm.
and you also see him in The Shining.
Oh.
He plays the head chef who recognizes that Danny Torrance has the gift, the
Mm-hmm.
shine.
Mm.
So it's kind of almost like Dick Halloran's creation story. You get to
Oh.
see him in his younger years, but it doesn't make sense, the timing, because
Yeah, because The Shining was like 1970s, right?
it was, yeah, yeah, like the late
Late
70s.
70s, yeah.
But Welcome to Derry, that takes place in 1962.
Oh, so it's earlier.
But not a whole lot, not enough earlier that Dick Halloran would age so much
Right.
in 15 years. I mean, come on. Oh, and then in the first It,
Mm-hmm.
and they showed their childhood. I mean, that took place like in the 50s or something like that, where Welcome to Derry is supposed to be a prequel to that. So I don't know. It's all
Oh, so the
messed
timeline's
up.
all messed up.
Yeah, to
Yeah.
me, I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something.
Hmm.
Yeah, I haven't seen any complaints about that, but I haven't looked that closely either. So,
Yeah. Well, yeah, when I saw the previews for that, I was like, this has got Auntie Joan written all over it.
I like the original It. I
I
like
think I
that.
saw that, and that's why I did not want to see another one.
Oh,
I was good. But I did watch Frankenstein. Frankenstein. The new one with Oscar Isaac as Victor Frankenstein. And the only reason I watch this is because my boys on Smartlist had
oh,
Oscar Isaac on the pod. And I listened to that episode, and it was Sean Hayes who kept saying how beautifully done this movie was. It's
hmm
so beautiful. And I was like, a beautiful Frankenstein movie? What the hell are you talking about, Sean?
hmm
So he had me intrigued from the way he kept describing it. So I was like, all right, I'll watch Frankenstein. And damn if he wasn't right.
yeah,
It
yeah.
was really a beautiful, beautiful story. And what struck me the most, and I know people are going to laugh at this one, how on point young Frankenstein was to the Frankenstein story. I always thought it was just a spoof. Like, I didn't realize it really followed the Frankenstein story. But young Frankenstein with Mel Brooks's
Oh,
young Frankenstein, ridiculous. And like the blind man. And I was just like, oh my God, that's really part of the story. Like I thought Gene Hackman, playing the blind man in Mel Brooks's Young Frankenstein was just something they threw in there. Like I did not understand that they actually followed the story pretty well, to be honest. I was pleasantly surprised. I'm like, oh my God. So
and
that kept going on in my head.
and the Frankenstein with Boris Karloff.
I didn't see
It
it.
follows a lot of the same.
Yeah.
The blind man was in that also.
I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Now, I will say the wolves that came were probably some of the worst CGI I've seen in a very long time, which is shocking to me at this day and age. That actually almost reminded me of Clash of the Titans and their use of, it wasn't CGI back then. It was terrible. And this was very reminiscent to me of that. The rest of the movie was done very well, I thought, brilliantly. I loved the characters. I loved the monster. I thought he was he did such an incredible job. That was Jacob Elordi. Christopher Waltz as Harlander,
Oh
who was
yeah,
his
I like him.
bankroll. Now, there was no, which I did find interesting, there was no Igor or Igor. I thought maybe they were trying to make that
Oh,
Harlander character more like
huh.
Igor, but he wasn't. He was the financier. They really didn't have that character in it, which I
No, they
found
didn't.
interesting because the Karloff one does have Igor, right?
I think so. I
Okay.
think so.
Because in
Yeah, yeah,
Mel
yeah,
Brooks's Young Frankenstein, it's
yeah.
Igor, played by the wonderful Marty Feldman.
And the hump
The hump
goes from one
from one
side to
side to
the
the
other.
other. So good. So good. But the story was beautiful. I thought they told it really well. I thought it, really pulled on your heartstrings a little bit. You cared
Yeah,
about the
yeah,
monster,
yeah,
which was
yeah.
interesting. It starts off with him, being a monster, and you feel like, oh God, he's just going to be awful this whole time. And he had actual feelings, and spending that time with the blind man was just
Mm.
yeah, I was very pleasantly surprised with this movie. I thoroughly enjoyed it. What about you, Auntie Joan?
Oh my gosh. I had been planning on watching it and I just kept putting it off and putting it off. And then I saw you wanted to talk about it. So that got me to watch it. You're so right. It was beautifully
Yeah.
done. Cinematography or whatever you want to call it,
Yeah.
just gorgeous. The color, he really used red a
Yes.
lot. And
Yes.
to where you can't ignore it. I mean, it's quite. And then the greens are teals
Yes.
um, that Elizabeth would wear sometimes.
Very reminiscent of how pops of color came up in like Schindler's List. Schindler's List, of course, was in black and white, and then there was a little boy with a red coat on at one point, where they colorized that. So when he was wearing the scarf with the bright red scarf,
Hmm.
which was his mother's, that's why he was wearing it.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
I didn't notice that. I
yeah.
didn't get that.
So that pop just I'm like, that's a really intense red, and
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it just brought me back to not the movie. Two movies couldn't be more not alike. But that pop of color just brought me to just made me think of Schindler's List.
Her costumes, Elizabeth's
Oh,
costumes, those
spectacular.
dresses. Oh my gosh.
Unbelievable.
How she could move in those.
I
I
don't
just,
know. She's going up and
yeah.
downstairs. I'm like, I would fall in a heartbeat.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. Now, did you see the similarities between Elizabeth and his mother?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
because that went over my head
Yeah.
until, I mean, I had to start Googling all this stuff
Oh,
after watching it. And
gotcha.
yeah, that just went, I could not see any similarities between them to begin with. The dialogue, the language that they used was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I even had to write some down.
Okay.
Elizabeth said to Victor, "Your heart, of all the human anatomy, that is the organ furthest from your understanding." And she
Mm-hmm.
was talking about, what's his name? Victor's heart.
Yes.
Elizabeth says, "Choice is the seed of the soul."
Mm-hmm.
The creature says, "If you are not to award me love, then I will indulge in rage."
Yes.
Dr. Victor, I never considered what would come after creation. This is when he didn't know what
Mm-hmm.
to do with them.
Mm-hmm.
And having reached the edge of the earth, there was no horizon left.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of my favorites. Dr. Victor says, "Some of what I will tell you is fact, some is not, but it is all true." And then Harlander, the bank roller,
Mm-hmm.
he ended up with syphilis.
Yes.
And he made the comment, "One night with Venus, a lifetime with Mercury." Isn't that the phrase? And Mercury was used as the treatment for syphilis
Oh,
back then.
gotcha.
And then Victor also said, in regards to the creature, he was the breeze. No, no, no. This was in relation to his brother, William.
Mm-hmm.
He was the breeze. I was the storm cloud. He was all laughter. I was all frowns.
Mm-hmm.
And the creature said, "I am obscene to you, but to myself I simply am."
Mm-hmm.
I was totally enthralled with this. I think he did an excellent job. I did at the beginning wonder how closely this followed the book. Did you ever read the book?
No.
I never did either. It doesn't follow it real closely from what I read,
Okay.
but who cares? I
Right.
mean, this was his tribute
Right.
to it. And I guess he's been wanting to make this movie for 30 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And did you know there was a 13-minute standing ovation at the Cannes Film Festival
No, I
for
didn't.
that? Yeah, yeah.
Wow. No, it was really, I was very pleasantly surprised as to how well this was done. And like you said, the dialogue was impeccable. The scenery was beautiful. Just everything they did with this movie was, except the CGI
Yeah,
wolves.
yeah,
That was
yeah.
the only janky part of it. And I was like, God, in this day and age, you couldn't make them look more realistic than that.
And that was one thing that was different than the book. That was one of the things that was different from the book. The wolves didn't
Yeah.
appear in the book.
Yeah, and they didn't appear in Mel Brooks's Young Frankenstein either.
Well, there you go.
So
It's Frankenstein.
Frankenstein. Yes.
I was surprised. I like Oscar Isaac.
Mm-hmm.
I was surprised at how small he appeared.
Next to the creature.
And next to even Elizabeth. There were some scenes where she even was taller than him, so I had to look it up. It said he was 5'9", so that to me says he's 5'7". So he's not a real tall man.
A lot of the actors aren't. Doesn't mean
I
they're
know.
not still good
I know.
good to look at.
Oh, mainly the ones I like. Leonardo DiCaprio. I don't think he's that tall either.
Oh, yes, he is.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I think he's 6 feet at least. I think. Alexa, how tall is Leonardo DiCaprio? Hello? Alexa, how tall is Leonardo DiCaprio?
What?
She won't answer me.
Yeah, you were frozen there.
Is 6 feet tall.
6
By the
feet.
way, I've got a brand new
Alexa, off.
Okay, so Leonardo is 6 feet, which I like my men 6'2" or over.
Well, goody,
So.
goody, bully for you.
That's just my excuse that I don't have. Yeah.
So, yeah. So, folks, if you haven't had an opportunity to see Frankenstein, I'm going to say Frankenstein, Frankenstein 2025 version, it is out on Netflix.
Yeah.
So, if you've got the Netflix, you can watch it anytime you so desire. It is a little long. I think it's over 2 hours.
It is. Yeah.
But honestly, I was enthralled by it. It did not feel long.
No.
When I first saw it, I was like, oh, geez. All right, Sean, you better be right about this. I don't want to invest that kind of time. But he was so right.
Yeah,
It's just beautiful.
It is. It's a feast for the eyes and the ears. I mean, yeah.
Yes. So, yes, enjoy.
And I guess he didn't use, I mean, the CGI that he used for the wolves was one thing, but like the ship, supposedly that was
They built
real.
it.
He had that built. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the lab.
It was very elaborate, very well done.
He had $120 million spent on that.
Wow.
I had to look that up too because I was so in awe of the costumes and everything else. I thought, how much did this thing cost? And this is $120 million.
Yeah.
So.
All right, Auntie Joan, anything else for our listener today?
No, I don't think so.
All right, then. That wraps it for yet another wonderful Pickled Watermelon Rinds episode. This is Auntie signing off.
And Antie Joan saying bye-bye now.
We thank you for listening. And remember, when life eats away at your core, make pickled watermelon rinds.